we've touched on health, and I think, you know, most people understand all that, but a lot of people get confused with wealth and money. And I think if we concentrate on that today, what is money, what is currency, what's backing it, I think that might be a good idea. So, come on.
Me first?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, actually, I wanted
your take, and then we'll have Mark's take.
Okay, thank you very much, because I really wanted to talk about this.
Oh, excellent.
So money, as we know, has got different definitions, and I think banks and governments wanted us to believe that money is this piece of paper that we carry in our wallets, and we know it's not. It's just one of the representations of money. And money, historically, is something that can store value, and it's universal. So it was gold and silver, because it was very universal. Everybody understood that. And some time ago in the process, I think it was 1971 in the United States, they decided to disconnect the paper currency as we know it from the gold. So before, the paper currency was a receipt for a certain amount of gold and silver. And sorry, Mark, I know you wanted to talk about this, but I'm going to say it.
That's all right. That's absolutely.
And now it's a receipt for nothing. So basically, well, governments are cheating us in a way, or I don't know how to say it. I don't want to offend anyone. So I'm going to be speaking a bit diplomatically. Our governments are basically taking our money away slowly and moving them from our pockets to the pockets of bank owners and other people who are very close to the printing press of the money. And because we don't see it, because it happens through years via inflation and many other mechanisms that are in the market, stock market, trading platforms, they simply take our wealth away and put our attention to somewhere else. They tell us the problem is this, the problem is that, but really the problem is somewhere else. And I think Mark would like to say actually where the problem is.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I'll come on to that, because your analogy is very good with the water.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, over time anyway, with inflation, whatever you do, things are going to increase or decrease in value.
Uh-huh.
But your analogy of what money is and has been doing, the water analogy, is a very good one.
Yeah, I mean, it's like if I was to be storing my wealth in this cup and it had a hole in the bottom of it. It's leaking all the time. So this is our store of wealth, if you like. So we've got to keep it running in there to keep it going. But if we were to leave it to sit over enough time, eventually it would just become empty. And that's historically, and there's a great statement by Winston Churchill: the further we look into the past, the easier and the more we can see as we look into the future. And so if we look at what's gone on, and we're really in an age now where the first time we're going to know and see this information, because of the internet, we're now aware of the cycle of money that's going on. And currencies typically have a season, have a life cycle. And then when we understand what that life cycle is of a currency, that it eventually depletes and it works back to its real value of being nothing. So our water would just drain away over time because of, like Kamil says, the inflation is it's really a theft in disguise going on that is just taking from us all of the time. So we need to store our wealth in something that beats inflation, that has an historical time, again, as Kamil said, a store of wealth.